What's going on, guys? DJ Hess here, CollectiveKicks.com. Wanted to bring you guys a detailed look and comparison from the Kyrie 1, 2, and the brand new Kyrie 3. So this is kind of an unboxing of the Kyrie 3 and then a comparison of the other two. And if you guys like the video, hit the thumbs up button, show you guys support, and we'll get into the details here. So first you can see the colors of the box. Just says Kyrie 3 there. Price is $120 on the box, so they did go up a little bit. You could see the logo, and kind of interesting how the design goes in front and behind. The logo there, Kyrie there, Nike swoosh there, and 3 on the other side. So kind of fun. White bottom on the bottom. Previous ones here were wow, these ones were $122. I thought that they went up in price. I thought these ones were $115. Maybe they dropped after the first couple. Forgive me if I'm wrong about that. I can never keep up with the pricing of some of these things. But let's go ahead and take a look at the shoes, because that is kind of the part that we care about. And these had like an interesting design on them, honestly. Kind of like not everybody's favorite from the first looks of the shoe. And here is kind of just an overview of these up close, so you guys can kind of see. This is the part where I was like, what do they got going on here? They have these crazy spikes all over this section here. Interesting pattern. It's a kind of a radial pattern from here outwards, but I just didn't really understand why they did that. Maybe they explained it. I didn't see any press release sort of stuff on this, so I don't know. Maybe it's just an aesthetic kind of change of pace, but you can see those little nibs are right there. And that was the part where I was like, that's weird. And then you look at the midsole, same kind of idea. For the midsole, is just different, a little bit of a different shape. And then the traction has changed quite a bit too. You can see the two little areas right there. It looks like kind of a weather pattern. And then you have the KD logo right there on the bottom. And I'll show you guys the side-by-sides of them, but I wanted to show you this up close first. And you can see right here, they had this kind of material on the previous ones as well in certain areas. I think on the ones underneath some of the stuff. And then you could see the toe box area kind of reinforced, and kind of simple lacing system straight up the front. And then they changed these to make these kind of oval instead of round. This swoosh is metallic on this one, and then there's one also on the inside right there, and then the big Kyrie logo on the tongue. So kind of cool. This is something I could actually probably use to do like a patch for a Nike ID when these become available. If you guys are interested in buying this model, check the links in the description. But this is also a really good time to buy the Kyrie 2, a Nike ID, 25% off of the Kyrie 2. So they're $120 to design your own. So I highly recommend you doing that. Check the link in the description for that. The sale ends, I think, on the 4th, so it's coming up pretty soon. Anyway, comparison to the previous model, I guess we'll start here, just so you guys can see a side-by-side of that. Look at the traction, so you see how it goes from the midsole to the sole right here. It's kind of the same sort of idea, but just different a little bit. Same but different, right? And then the line right here has, or the midsole has the swoosh in it versus the swoosh on the entire upper, which is kind of similar to what they did on the ones. Obviously, the biggest change between these two is the strap. They changed that. And I actually, you know, I did an unstrap like video where I like cut the strap off of the Kyrie 2s and wanted to see what they look like. And they looked okay, but honestly, the strap was just something that I ended up liking on the shoe versus this one now with no strap. So kind of interesting. And you can see the placement of that swoosh is the same basically like without the strap. You can see the back, just a little bit more of an aggressive sole to the midsole there, and then different 2s right here has this crazy circle pattern on it. You can see the collar has a divot on the 2s, and the 3s it's a little bit more pronounced right there. Leather tongue on this one, and then this one has more of a cushioned tongue on it. It looks like there's his signature on the bottom part there too, which on this one he has it on the top. And so this is kind of more straight across. This one's curved on the bottom, as you can see right there. I think that the 3s are going to be a hit and miss with consumers, honestly. It's kind of a, I don't know, I really like the 1s, even though this whole thing kind of threw people off as well when they first released. This is my favorite colorway that I designed on Nike ID, and you can see just a side-by-side right here of the two midsoles and stuff. So it looks like the midsole looks a little bit more like the 2 than the 3. But on all three of them, the traction pattern wraps upwards to the midsole in the front area. You can see the difference in the traction. Looks like this is going to be an improved traction. You'll have to go to one of the review channels to check that out and make sure. But you can see the traction differences there. And then a comparison to the 2s and the 3s. So 2s on the bottom, 3s up top. You can see that the traction patterns are completely different. This would probably be ideal when you're cutting hard left and right. But there's a look right there at that. And I think that's pretty much it. I mean, you could see this is definitely more of like a 1 than it is like the 2. You could see that this part has the reinforcement. This one has a little bit more. And yeah, underneath this one has some reinforcement here and here. Also across that section. And this one has it just done differently, as you can see. And yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard to just look at both of these for the first time and compare them, but that's kind of what we're doing for you guys in the video. And you can see the back tab difference there as well. So no number 2 I don't see on this one. I don't see his number on, just his number in general on this one. So kind of interesting. I wonder why. Maybe it's on the other one. Nope, it's not there either. That's pretty much it, dudes. What do you guys think about the Kyrie 3, though, the overall aesthetics of the shoe? You know, honestly, it's kind of like, to me, it looks okay. It's not excellent. Like, the 2 I really liked. I like the 2 so much that I did 3 different Nike IDs on the 2s. I'm going to do 1 on the 3s. Hopefully they have a lot of really good, like, options. And I'll give that a go and see what we can design. But all in all, yeah, it's just a plain kind of looking Nike. It doesn't look like a signatured model. And when you're comparing the price points at $120, I would much rather pay an extra $20 and get a pair of Hardens, to be honest. Or the crazy like explosives are really nice as well. So it's Adidas is bringing the heat. Like, this is more, it feels like more of a generic model. But that being said, I'm a big fan of the Kyrie model line, and I really like the ability to Nike ID these. So hopefully they'll have some good IDs, and then they'll have some cool colorways as we go as well. Because sometimes you already know a colorway can make the shoe that much better. So that's pretty much all we have. Leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think about the new model. If you guys want to buy the new one, link in the description. If you guys want to ID the old one before it goes away, ID the 2s for only $120. Definitely worth doing that. And I'll link that as well. Have a good one. Catch you guys for some more videos soon. Peace.